Okay, guys. Hello there.
How's it going?
We are in the Like-Minded Creators Studio A. As you can see, we have everything nicely lit for all of you. I say that very mildly. Tonight is going to be special. We are determining the winner of the next mixing contest. Mixing contest number 2 on the channel. I am joined in studio right now by one of my two partners, Zachy Ali. Greg is currently stuck in what he calls the worst traffic he's ever seen in his life, but he will be here hopefully very soon. But we didn't want to keep you guys waiting. So Zachy and I can go through the eliminations and start like going through the bracket. And then Greg will come in. Greg will be here long before we determine the final winner, where ultimately, as much as I want to say like I have an opinion about it, it's up to these guys to determine who goes on to the next round. So we will also get your guys' opinions in the chat room. So without further ado, let's talk about the contest. The song that you guys were all mixing is a song called Rain that is coming on Zachy's upcoming full-length album that he spent a fuckload of time on. And Zach, you want to give a background about the song? Or
Yeah. So, this album, I mean, first of all, it's been in the works for close to about 10 years, So this song was the last song on the album. It's the only one that hasn't been actually released yet as a single. Now, for the entire album, late last year, 2025, we decided, okay, instead of having the songs done between different studios, we're going to do the whole record from scratch, meticulously controlled all the way through, and get the record the consistency of that similar sound throughout the whole album and stuff. And Rain was one of the songs on that. So I've actually set a release date. This is the first time I'm announcing it. I've set a release date for March 20th for the single. A couple days before the full-length album will be released, which will be March 25th. So, definitely keep an eye out. I'm excited to share the version that's on the record with you guys. And again, thank you all so much for taking the time and working on this. And it's surreal to me that, we could be a part of something like this and work together and, build a community with this music and stuff. So seriously, really grateful for you guys.
And thank you to you and Greg. I know he's probably watching while stuck in traffic. Thank you to you and Greg for providing us and the viewers with the stems, like the raw stems that you yourself used in your own mix. So like you trusted the audience to deliver. And thank you to all of you for not posting this on your own, websites, claiming it to be your song or whatever. I didn't see any of that come up. So you guys have been awesome with this. So thank you for listening. Thank you for giving Zachy the respect. And for that, I think we could treat the people to the official mix from you off the album. Can we play like the official mix?
Sure, yeah.
Sorry, so we're gonna play the official mix from Zachy's record, debuting it this is the first time like the public's hearing the official mix.
Heard it.
This is the official mix from Zachy's record coming out when again?
On the 20th of March, this month.
All right, guys. This is the official mix of Rain from Zachy himself. Mixed it in that analog setup that you guys all have seen before. Mastered by the same guy who did the new 40 Below that you worked on, right?
Zach Kornhauser. Did a great job with the master. We went back and forth a little bit with some notes and some examples. I couldn't be happier with how it turned out, honestly.
So this is the official mix, and then we'll get into your guys' results. that is the official mix from Zachy Ali for Rain, the song that you guys mixed for this contest, coming out at the end of the month here.
Yo.
And speak of the,
you made it just in time.
Just in time. We're about to start with the with the first round. So we just treated the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, Greg has arrived. You guys are going to be sharing that microphone. We just treated the audience to the official mix that you guys are releasing, and I basically just said, hey, thank you guys for providing the listeners with the stems.
Yes. Thank you.
Someone's already joking it's the best vocalist they ever heard. So, good one, Wasteland. So, all right. You guys had a couple of very simple rules to follow. You were provided the exact same stems that Zachy used that you just heard in his official mix. So really, it came down to the skill of the ear of the engineer who was mixing it. So let's get right into it. There are some differences between all the results that we have here and the official mix. So one thing that you mentioned definitely was the difference in the levels of the harmonies on the guitars.
Right. So there's so many elements. I mean, I could say so many different reasons for why this was a good choice for a mixing contest. And, when you have 8-string guitars, that are playing in the same range as bass, a lot of that challenge is, once again, like trying to get that separation between the guitars and bass and having both be heard clearly without too much saturation and too much over processing, so to speak. But so that's one aspect of it. But another big thing with this song, this mix, this playing style specifically, and I guess this comes down to more of the musicianship aspect of it, but there's another layer, another dimension or perspective, I guess, on this, where the leads, they're playing one thing, a bunch of notes. The lead harmonies are typically diatonic thirds up, but they're also lower at some points. Now, the difference is when you're playing diatonic thirds to, say, like a minor scale, at certain parts of it, you might have major harmonies. You might have, your harmony is going to have a different feel against the chords, right? And so the big thing comes down to even volume automating between the main line and the harmonies, because if your harmonies are just a little too loud, it'll give the listener a completely different perspective on the same part. And so
it's very delicate.
Yes, that could be, it's subjective, one could say, but it's also the delivery of the emotion of what's happening there. So, for me personally, listening back, like that's it's, from a musician perspective, I'm also hearing like what musical message is being delivered, so to speak, I guess. And there were some amazing results. I think, surprisingly, I feel like there was a lot more polished mixes this time around than the first contest, which
level.
I commend you guys on that. I think my biggest thing, like, I feel like the tones were generally good. There had some nice drum sounds, some nice snare sample choices. My biggest thing, because there was so many good, like, polished mixes with nice tones and stuff, I think my biggest thing was starting to narrow down to exactly what I was saying as far as levels between mains versus harmonies. That's, I guess, like the main thing. But then also, like, with drums, is there too much reverb on the drums bus? Is the sustain on the snare right? And, is it the right reverb? Does it just sound like a little, a pin dropping, I guess?
For me, the biggest difference between the ones that we were like, thank you, but next, to put it, kindly, and the results that we have, which, by the way, all three of us, we all have our initial favorites from when we were listening to this, but all of us pretty much came up with the same 10 mixes that we were like, okay, I like these guys, I like these mixes for this reason. And all three of us, I think, were pretty much like almost exactly the same with our personal favorites. So that made sorting this out very easy. But the ones that stood out to me, the ones I noticed, the low end control. Right. The balance between the bass guitar, the low end of the keyboards, the kick drum, the mixes that made it to the finals, nailed the low end to me. And even the ones that are in the finals here, there are ones that are even better than the ones in the finals. Like the best of the best are handling the low end perfectly. That's what stood out to me.
I mean, I don't want to be redundant, but yeah, it really came down to the low end for me and the saturation of the 8-string with the bass and the bass drum and the snare. And it was really hard for me because I'm not a sound engineer. But
it's perfect because you listen, you judge with your ears and like, oh, that sounds good to me.
It really does. And it was hard because like this round is way harder than the last one. No offense to the other guys from the last one, but yeah, these ones that I picked stood out to me too. I even went back and referenced it after I saw the list, and I was like, yeah, all right, yeah, these are really, really good. But kudos to you guys for all the effort you put in because it's really impressive.
Results that we had, the 10 finalists are it's tight.
It's tight.
So here's what we did. We did not do any preliminary streams where we listened to every single one because that took way too long. So we spent about a week or so going through all the results, coming up with our favorites, making notes of what we liked, we didn't like. We came up with these 10 results. So here's what's going to happen. Of course, I listed the finalists alphabetized. I put it through a bracket random sorter thingy. And that's how we came up with the bracket tonight. So there's no like alphabetized bias or whatever. Yeah. And everything, the average loudness of each mix was between -12 and -8 LUFS. So the only thing that I did with this was adjust the volume of the mixes so everyone is the same -10 LUFS.
Yeah.
So
I did
it is
notice
an even
some
volume.
of them were significantly louder. It might have been a master on there versus not having a master on there.
There was one finalist in particular, I'll single him out right now. Bartos, Bartos, like he I think he even sent an email, was like, I purposely didn't put a mastering chain on it because I normally don't work like that. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. So I just raised the volume to get it to average -10 LUFS. Okay, fair enough. So
yeah, and I think a lot of the characteristics of some of these mixes was changing with the master chain they had on there. I mean, rightfully so, but maybe more than it should have even.
Yeah.
You know, like you're getting all this extra artifacts and hiss and distortion in there from these mastering chains. But, you know, let's start taking a listen and see what we got. Yeah.
Joshua Langford, I myself really highlight the synths and the synth choir. So yeah, a lot. There was so much material for you guys to work with this. And again, a lot of people, like a lot of results that we got were you need some practice, but it's good that you have the stems so you can practice more on it. So, but these 10, we only wanted to highlight the best of the best, and that's why we got these 10 results. So let's get right into it, guys. We've been delaying this long enough. So with the first round, we're going to have the first matchup, Mark Saxon's mix versus Taul Media's mix.
Okay. So
let me line this up so it all starts roughly at the same time, because some people had the with the clicks. So let me even that out a little bit. I probably should have done that earlier, but whatever.
I mean, it's okay. If, you know, we're going to listen to them.
But we're going to A and B everything. Yeah. We're going to A and B everything. So let's listen. We're going to start off now with Mr. Mark Saxon. And I have in the bottom right of the screen is the frequency analyzer, so you guys can have a visual element to see where the mix is.
Love it.
As well as the LUFS, which is this number right here, which is about roughly how loud it is. So everything's going to be roughly -10. So without further ado, let's get going with Mark Saxon's, and we're going to skim through it like we did last time, and then we're going to A and B it between him and Taul Media's mix. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. So this is Mark Saxon. So
Okay.
the notes right there, that is very nicely balanced.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, the
that's-
balance was right on the money. I mean,
The cymbals are giving me chills.
yeah,
really,
the
really
cymbals
good
are
cymbals.
really, really nicely processed there. I actually commend the levels between the mains and the harmonies, like I was mentioning earlier. That was actually sitting in a really nice spot.
Really
as far
excellent
as like
low end balance
delivering
too.
the musical idea the way it was meant to be. So excellent job on that. I think I don't know if you guys have any negatives.
It's
or-
not negative, but like I mean, I don't know what you used for the bass drum sample. If you used one, I think it sounded like
Well,
there
yeah,
was.
it was all bass drum sample.
Was that
for
our
this one.
sample or was it?
I had provided the sample that we used.
Did they
but
use that our sample?
Yeah, so like
They can replace it. It's
No,
up
but
to
did
them.
they on that?
I don't know if he used the same one on that.
It sounds
Um,
different.
Let me go through the email
I
and
was
see if he
gonna
did. But
say-
if
I
you
don't
get,
want to be like annoying. That's like the only thing. Maybe my preference would be.
Well, I was gonna
different, but
say it seemed like some of the low end was taken out of the mix,
so that could affect the bass drum.
or like a lot of the sub lows were very cleaned out on there.
Still sounded. Fucking
Sounded
amazing.
excellent.
Yeah.
I don't know if there
Wow.
was something in the master, just like adding a little too much clutter around like high mids. Not too much clutter, but there's a lot
There's a lot
happening in that frequency
Yeah.
range.
What
I'm gonna say
part
like 1 to
specifically?
3, 1 to 4K area. At least just
Chords?
listening on these monitors, I feel like I was saying I actually had some notes here. Let me see. Sounds really good. I did say that I thought the leads had a lot of saturation. But over here they sounded good. I think what I was meaning by that was what I was
he
talking
didn't get
about
a
with
mix
the
breakdown, so I'm just going to assume that he just
Used
put
our
a new
Okay.
sample.
nice imaging on the keys.
Yeah,
Beautiful
and I'm hearing it on these speakers for the first time. I was hearing it in my headphones and in my car.
AirPods.
Yeah, no, not AirPods, just
Oh.
headphones.
Okay,
Regular
okay.
headphones, yeah. Still sounded really good though.
Nice.
All right, let's get to
Team Media.
T-Paul Media. So we're going to listen to T-Paul Media's mix now.
Yeah.
Again, look on the bottom right of the screen. You're going to see the frequency analyzer so you can visually see what's going on. So this is T-Paul Media.
Cool.
It is tough, but I agree.
That is a very tough decision. By the way,
I love the drums though, dude.
Lucky C Music is asking if you if this is one of the rooms you recorded in the album.
Well, some of the guitar
Not the
DIs were recorded in here. Everything was recorded and tracked in the other room. Actually.
So if you want to know where this was recorded,
mix in this room. I have my monitor set up. The speakers are tuned, and it's just a set of speakers I'm used to listening to. So it's good to listen to mixes on.
So if you wanted to see the room where he actually recorded most of this, it's the video where we announced the mixing contest. I jokingly call it LMC Studio B or whatever. It's the one where, it's the room with all the analog gear in it. That's where he recorded most of it. So notes for this. If I'm choosing between the two, I mean, I heard it within the first 5 seconds, which one I think sounded better. Mark Saxon for me gets the vote for who is the winner this round because Mark's mids were way more nicely balanced to me, and it sounded more full. It gave the mix a little more body and fullness to me. And Taul, the drums, the crispiness of the drums came out really nice.
Yeah.
But the mids were so scooped to me, it made the guitar sound thin and didn't have a lot more body to it. So for me, that's why Mark Saxon wins this round.
Not now. When he says thin, I guess thinner than the other one, but not thin where it's like, whoa, those are thin. No, just like, okay, noticeably from Mark's thinner, but really fucking close, really good. The drums, I actually like the drums better on this one. They're pretty powerful. I mean, just the chops I'm doing, like you can hear every nuance I'm doing. Like, I mean, but it's still like the velocities there, you know, the dynamics and everything. So, I mean, I gotta agree with Chris with that. It was Mark, just because of the fullness of the guitar part.
My opinion means nothing. It really comes down to
no,
you guys.
of course, this is a unanimous whatever. Like,
unanimous.
No,
You're with Mark too.
No, yeah, but I just want to say I think maybe I'm more on the side of both of these being a little more even. If I were putting it on a number scale, so to speak. So, and the reason I say that is, well, like both mixes have such a different feel to them. There's aspects of both that I like better than the other. I think, yes, a lot of mids are scooped out of the second one we just heard. But in a way, there's also more clarity and the highs. Mm-hmm. The high mids had a lot of buildup in the first one. But I do think maybe a little too much of the mids were scooped. I do like the low end reinforcement on the second one. Mm-hmm. So, I mean... I also like the automation of the reverb on the, you know, when
that touch of the automated reverb on the snare. Near the end, that was
definitely plus points.
That was a nice touch.
I might go for Taul's mix actually, but we got 2 votes against 1 anyway, so you know Mark is gonna take this round.
All right. Again, this is tough.
Yeah.
All 10 of these mixes are really good. So, okay. So now we're going to go. The next matchup is Deas R versus Bartos. I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name, but UT. Bartos U. That's what I'm just going to say. Bartos U. And Bartos is the gentleman that didn't put a mastering chain on. So you'll see it in Logic. It is clipping above the red a little bit, but it's not distorting, so it's just for volume. All right, so Deas R. We're gonna listen to Deas R first. Mm-hmm. Here we go. All right, that was Deas
Nice.
R.
Deas R, very impressive, buddy. Yeah, here's the non-sound engineer guy that has been working with sound engineers for a long time. I think it's great. It's just there's a maybe just a preference. It's really for me. Maybe the leads were a little low. I heard the lower octave leads more than the higher ones. Am I wrong in saying that? Or I heard that in the chorus
the keys were more
where the keys were more prominent, which sounded great.
well on different sections, but yeah.
Yeah, on different sections, right? So, yeah, it wasn't mastered, and the mix was great.
No,
This
that
one was mastered.
That was mastered.
Through a
Okay.
mastering chain.
Okay. Still impressive. So yeah, right now let's see what the other guy has compared to that. I think right now Mark is still my favorite one so far overall.
We're gonna go to Bartos now. Bartos,
Okay.
you. So let's get it. Dude, like every one of these is gonna be tough.
It's crazy because again, both of them were so wildly different. I mean, damn, you know. I guess I do have my notes on both of them right off the bat.
Yeah, let's let you guys take the lead on this one first for judgment.
Okay, yeah. The first one, Demas, the rhythm sounded really good. There's a lot of low end going on, and I don't know if it was some parts it was like the low end of the synth was a lot, and in other parts it was the rhythms. I just think overall, it sounded like to me like there was a little too much bus compression going on, and you get a little bit of that pump in the whole mix with that, and it almost seems like what the bus compression was doing to the mix was really good, but maybe if it was a little more tamed on the mix end, like split the difference between how much was used on the bus compressor and on the mix end, I think it would have been a really nice balance and kind of made it not push some of that low end as hard into the bus comp, if that makes sense. But yeah, overall, really good balance on the leads and levels again. And then for the second one, Bartos. Okay. Amazing balance on this one. Amazing clarity. There was a lot. The leads really stood out nicely in a lot of parts. I like the lead tones. I like the rhythm tones. Honestly, the whole thing, it sounded really good. My biggest takeaway from this was the snare drum. And I don't know if it was a sample replaced or if it was a layered sample, but it felt like it was the crack frequency on it was a little too much on the high end, and just it stood out and it was heard.
Yeah.
And I think regardless of the fact, I mean, if it came down to it for me between the two, I would probably choose the second one just because the overall clarity and balance was better, regardless of the snare.
Right.
Right. I think Deas takes the snare.
But overall, which would you be happier to listen to?
I think Bartos. I'm gonna go with that one.
All right, one vote for Bartos.
Overall balance aspect of it and
minus
the feeling of it.
Okay. I like the second one better overall, but because of the snare, it really was irking me because that was the only thing that I felt that could have been
made you mad.
It didn't make me mad. It made me disappointed.
Oh, that's even worse.
No, angry's not worth it. Disappointed.
That's your dad looking at you, not even angry. Like, I'm not mad at you, son. I'm just disappointed in you. Like, that hurts so much more.
No, dude, like, because the snare was like, psh, psh, psh. There was no reverb on it, no crack really, but it still was loud enough where it cut through. I give you that. So, again, I will, I guess, because of everything else, I'll go with Bartos U too. I mean, the snare though, man, that snare, that's the only thing. I was going to go with the other guy, but because the overall sound is, I think, cleaner, clarity and everything. Yeah.
You guys basically have the same notes I do on this. This is a unanimous vote for Bartos. Impressive, considering that he didn't put a mastering chain on this. Like, there's no limiter. There's nothing else on it. I completely agree with both of you. The snare sound in Demas's mix overall is better to me.
Agreed.
Bartos' snare is a little too like cranked in the upper mids and the high end for me. It's a little it's crispy, but it's like if you leave some fried chicken just a little bit too low on the fryer, it's like
yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
You could tell I'm hungry. My diet's really making me hungry. So like
a little too medium.
It's a little too medium. It's a little too well done to me.
Yeah.
You know. So but overall, Bartos handled the low end to me better. That's what I was really focused on the most with this.
Yeah, clarity
Bartos
low end
the
was
low
really
end better.
nice. Really helped the guitar tones.
So Deas, thank you. Valiant effort, but Bartos takes this round. Next, we are now going to we are going to go to Sonim Films. Versus Suerni. That's not me trying to be racist. That's literally what the name is. So Sonim
This is going to be a tough one. I know this is going to be a tough round.
All right, Sonim, here we go.
drum's great.
That kick drum sounds,
Yeah,
kick drum
it's
sounds
perfect.
really good.
But we have some notes.
There's some notes in
But
this
we'll go
house.
through them after.
You want to just go right into Sue's mix?
I guess it would be best to do that.
Yeah, let's this is Sue's mix. Damn, this is close too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know mine. I get.
Oh yeah, Greg, you want to take the lead with
I'll
the
start off.
judgment?
Yeah, first one.
Who are you upset at?
I'm not upset at anybody. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. So the first one, yeah, it Sonim's sounded really good overall. I guess it was clear. The low end was good, but I'm going to say now. Granted, everything was really good. Here's what got to me: the snare could have used a little more reverb. It's a little dry to me. The toms almost could have been more prevalent, especially in that breakdown part. I didn't hear that do at all. It was completely missing. And the leads might have been too loud actually on that one for me. Love the bass drum. Yeah, that was awesome. Big fan. And the clarity overall was great. But that's my notes. So, second one,
Sue's mix.
Sue. Sounds massive. Low end was, I think it was very clear with the balanced out, really nice with the leads. I don't have much to say. The snare drum, I don't know if you put a sample on there, it might have sounded a little too condensed to me. I do like it better than the first one. And I don't have much more constructive feedback than that. So I'm going to go with Sue. What's this one?
Suser.
Suser. He takes it for me on this one.
All right, we got one vote for Sue overall. Zachy, your thoughts?
Okay. Wow. Yeah, it's tough again. Actually. So. Okay. Sonim really liked it. Leads were a little loud. I think the balance of things overall was pretty good. I love the kick drum. There's like a pillowy, like fluffiness to it that was really nice. Suerni, I think maybe at some point, I don't know if it was on your mix bus or on the drum bus, maybe a little too much high pass filter, taking out some of those sub lows. You know, it was getting the kick drum. I just feel like a little bit of the life of the mix was taken away from that. And I think also, you know, it was leading to the high mids cluttering up a little bit more because of it. So it was almost like the leads, you know, had to be turned up louder to be heard through and was causing extra noise. Whereas in the other one, in the first one, Sonim's mix, it was the leads were very loud and almost like didn't need to be that loud. But there was like a really nice clarity going on, really nice overall balance. I think I like Suerni's snare better. I mean, this is such a tough choice again. But I think overall I'm gonna go with Sonim's mix actually.
Ooh, one for each. Oh
Yeah.
God, I hate being the tiebreaker.
I love it.
I hate being the tiebreaker. So,
Makes it interesting.
so my notes for that, I feel like because I mean you guys basically analyzed it better than I could. So I think this comes down to what I would prefer to listen to on repeat. And because of the fact that Sonim's leads were a little too loud for me, I have to give the edge. It's very, very slight, but I have to give the edge to Sue.
Okay.
To Sue's mix.
Yeah.
So Sonim, thank you for your effort. It sounds awesome, dude.
It does.
But I think I think
No, you won that.
no, yeah, you and I picked Sue.
Names, so yeah.
Sue had an overall nicer balance to it for my ears. So I think for that reason, we're going to go with Sue's. The next round, two more matches in the first round here, guys. And then we're going to A and B it in real time going forward. We gave all of our notes for the most part. So the next one, Andre Philippe versus Simone Liardini or Lardini. Andre versus Simone. So let's go with Andre's mix first. And this is Andre's submission.
Let's go to the next one.
Let's just go right
Yeah.
right to Simone, and then we'll compare notes. All right.
Start it off, Chris.
All right. I'll start off with this one. I'll just go. As you guys saw on the frequency analyzer graph, there was a lot of buildup between 2 and 4K, and the guitars were that made the guitars just a little harsh to me. That's really the only thought that I have on Simone. Andre, holy brick wall limiter, Batman. That is a classic case of must make it loud, otherwise it sucks, right? I think that is a typical loudness war mistake. And but that being said, because I'll harp on mixes that are way too loud and are pushing a brick wall limiter, but I listen to Metallica's Death Magnetic and I don't complain about it. So because of that, for my vote, Andre, you win the round, but you overdid it with the brick wall limiting.
So your second one.
No, Simone's was the second mix we listened to in that round, so I vote for Andre's mix.
Go ahead.
Okay. Simone. Overall, the mix was good. The balance was good, but I thought it was just a little too much. High mid frequency range. It almost it's funny when you start to use adjectives to describe how a mix sounds, but some might call it a little build up, a little honky, I guess, like in that high mid range, around 2.5, 3K. Overall the balance was really good. One other thing that really stuck out to me is what I was talking about with the volumes and between the leads and the lead harmonies. The lead harmony was definitely more prominent, not more prominent than the main, but it was either too similar in volume or just too prominent in general. And yeah, I agree with Chris, what he was saying. Andre, the mix is super loud, but man, there's a great feel to that. There's really really nice overall balance. The snares sounded really nice.
I think if he didn't overdo it with the brick wall limiting at the end, like that would probably be at the very top of all of our personal. Like,
it's almost
this
like
is the best one.
The brick wall limiter almost adds a little bit more like saturation. It gives it that characteristic where like if it was just smoothed out a bit on that, it would be a damn near nice mix. But I think overall I'm gonna have to go with Andre on this one.
All right, 2-1. But for the sake of not leaving him out, Greg, what are your thoughts on it?
For the sake of not leaving me out, yeah, I mean, Andre. I mean, I was just telling Zach before, it might be my favorite overall. It gives me chills. It did. Limiter, no, it sounded really, really good, man. I don't have any critique except for the
Andres.
Yeah, on Andres, except for maybe the limiter part. And Simone, the guitars, it sounded really good still. It just wasn't Andres. And because of that, that's why I pick Andre.
Son, I'm proud of you, but you're not your brother.
Yeah, I am definitely coming from the dad aspect here. But yeah, Simone, I mean, it was still really, really good. Just Andre checked all the boxes for me. The drums sounded fucking massive, dude.
It literally
just
the
massive.
only thing I think all three of us are criticizing that mix for was the much of the brick wall.
Maybe too much with the brick wall, but I was my favorite. One of my favorite ones.
Amazing. If all of us are just saying the tiniest minor critique about that.
No, both of
Andre,
both
that's a very strong contention right there. All right, moving on to the final matchup of the first round. We have Leon Sluggard versus Heath Messias, and I'm going to feel bad if we vote against Heath because he messaged me and he's a very nice guy. So Heath Messias versus Leon. Let's go to Leon's mix first. All right, I'm going to go right into Heath's mix. This is Heath Messiah's entry.
Oh, wow.
Holy moly.
Oh my God.
Zach, you want to lead with this one? I led the last round, so you want to lead with this one?
Okay, sure. I guess damn, yeah, both of those were really, really awesome. Where could I even begin? I guess the second, I mean, there was like a element of surprise, I feel like, when both of these started, and again, such different feels. But I remember when we started Heath's mix, the three of us, we all looked at each other for a second, like, wow, like, it just hit. I think I'm not saying, there was good things between both.
Sure.
There
were amazing days between 12. That's
the
why
first
they're in
one was Leon.
That's why they're here.
First one was Leon, right? Leon.
Yeah, Leon.
Leon Shepherd, good balance. I thought some of the guitar tones could be elevated. I noticed a little bit of digital hiss, and I feel like, I don't know if that was happening from the brick wall limiting, but there was a little bit of digital artifact, and I don't know if it was taking away from the guitar tone a little bit. And I think that's where Heath kind of stood out, in my opinion. Although Leon, in the bridge, you added a
Snare saturation.
Not saturation, a snare reverb, like the snare bombs, I guess. Yeah. That sounded really cool. But I think overall, it might have been a little too loud on the limiter, getting a little too much saturation. And so I'm going to vote for Heath M. What's the last name?
Matthias.
Messiah.
I was going to say Miller.
Or
but-
Matthias, sorry. Heath Matthias. Yeah.
That's an
Yeah.
awesome last name. Dude, both of you guys, fucking great job. Leon, I mean, yeah, dude. Yeah, I agree with Zach on a lot of what he just said, technically. But, overall, fucking, just fucking value there, man. That was fucking awesome. And then I heard Heath's, and then I was like, wow. It gave me goosebumps, literally goosebumps. And it was like experiencing, when I'm listening to your guys' mixes in general right now, just so you know, it's like experiencing the song in a totally different way, like a new way every time. But when I just heard Heath's, it gave me a whole new profound liking to the song.
That should say the end right there.
It does. There was nothing bad about
The
it
song feel good.
overall compared to everybody tonight. And it's been close, but he's taken the reins in my opinion. And I go with Heath because of that. And Leon, still great job, man. Everybody else, great job.
What's
but Heath.
amazing? What's like really amazing about all of this?
Yeah.
All of us, when I first started playing Leon's mix, we were all going like, "Oh, this is nice."
Yeah.
And you even said, as Leon's mix was playing, "I'm getting goosebumps over here."
Yeah.
And then I played Heath's mix, and we're like, "Holy shit!" It's like Leon's mix, but it's like it's because it's so.
It's such a different experience.
It's such an amazing experience, dude.
Clear and powerful and massive and
Fucking bravo.
separation was like impeccable.
That is pretty much as much universal praise as we're gonna get. Heath, you definitely win this round. Definitely. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so because we only have 5 mixes left to sort out, we're gonna do the bracket. You get a first round bye, Heath. There you go. You get a second round bye. So we're gonna do an A and B comparison now. I'm just gonna play the mixes in real time, and I'm gonna cut between the two of them. So we're gonna have Bartos and Mark Saxon going up first. I'm gonna play Mark first, and then you'll see it on my screen when I switch over to Bartos's mix. And I'm just gonna play the same parts that we were listening to. And we're going to determine that way who takes the who takes the victory in this round. So
And I'm gonna get up and walk around the room a little bit because I know there's different spots in the room that have slightly different characteristics. I'm really gonna go on.
yes, because the
camera.
camera can't see anything if we don't have that light on. All right, so I'm going to flip between Mark and Bartos. Obviously, you guys will look over my head. You can see when I switch. You guys will see on the screen when I flip between Mark's mix and Bartos's mix. We're going to start with Mark, and I'm going to switch to Bartos. So here we go. All right, now you guys saw it, A and B between Mark and Bartos. We're not going to repeat what we said about each mix, the good and the bad. We're just going to have what we have from our ears, A and B, these two mixes. For my ears and what I'm hearing, the lack of a mix bus processing and a mastering chain, I think, is hindering Bartos's mix heavily in this round.
Absolutely.
In this round compared to Mark's, I think the snare drum sounds thinner compared to Mark's, and I like Mark's overall balance in the mid range a lot more. So for my vote, I vote Mark is the victor in this round.
I think the master versus no master is a major difference in the two over here. I guess almost, I don't want to say it's wrong, but with Mark's, it almost seems like there's a little too much going on, but I can hear the imaging, some of the exciter, some of the saturation, and I feel like it's a little much, but and Bartos, when you listen to that, it almost sounds like it's muffled a little bit.
It sounds like it's unfinished.
Right. If you were to put the master on and do a little imaging, do a little I feel like it would get to a nice place. But I really feel like the perfect balance would be right in between the two. But I think as is right now, there's a little more clarity with Marks and just more definition to the parts and overall message, I guess.
Greg, thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with both of you. It's like a hybrid. I like the controlled aspect of Bartos's, but if there's no master on it, it doesn't have that brightness that I'm satisfied hearing with. But it's really, it's if it was a little more, a little more tender loved there, it would be right up there. And that, Mark's is it's a little harsh, but it's still all there. It's louder overall.
Sorry.
No problem. But everything's there. It's clear. So for as it is, I will go with Mark as well.
All right. Unanimous vote for Mark. Bartos, thank you very much for your participation in the contest and making it through the first round. Yes, applause to you and cheers. The next round is going to be Suerni versus Andre. So I'm just going to A and B. I'm going to do my best to, make sure the levels are completely matched so we have a fair judgment here. Again, we're going to play up until through that bridge after the first chorus and the lead. So let's get right into it. This is Sue's mix, and then as you'll see on the screen, I'm going to A and B between Sue and Andres. who wants to start this one? Because I'm sure as fuck not starting it.
This
This is
All right, I'm disappointed. No, I'm kidding.
this is the hardest round for me so far.
They both are pretty freaking close. But I don't have to go through. I think Andres is hitting more of the check mark boxes for me. On the level of the snare, not losing it, not being bleeded out by the other frequencies, and the reverb at the end there, that breakdown, that really it's just a bit more balanced to me, and separation. I can hear everything more clearly. And for that, I will choose Andre on this one.
Okay, one vote for Andre. For me, again, you could, if you were to present either of these to me as a final product, I would be like, yeah, that's good. Mm-hmm. Like but this is so fucking hard. I think Andre's drums are a little more defined and they are more present in the mix.
Yeah.
But I think Sue has a better balance of everything. So for my vote, I vote for Sue.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
So Zachy, this comes down to you, tiebreaker, man.
Oh man, you guys are putting me on the spot.
Yep.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay. All right. So again, both of them are really nice. This was a very tough round. Okay, I'm gonna try to put it in the best way possible. So, Sue, the mix is really nice. There's some unique qualities to the mix where it's like it sounds really nice and refreshing in in a nice way. I do feel like maybe there's too much harmonic content in the same area where the snare, sustain, and reverb is living. And so I feel like it takes away a little bit from how much it impacts, the drums are impacting. And, the thing is, like, being between the two mixes, it, like, really kind of showed where the space was in Andre's mix, in order to let everything cut through and have a little more clarity. However, there's other parts where, like, later on during the bridge, there's more going on in the highs, and I feel like Sue's kind of complements that better almost. So it's like it's a really, really tough choice, but I think overall clarity, I mean, if I had to choose one, I feel like in my experience over the years working with different clients, I feel like more clients might choose Andre's mix.
Okay.
And the only reason I say that is because of the things I was saying. It's those little fine details where, like, that little bit of clarity.
That's how close this is. So
Yeah.
don't beat yourself
Yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not saying Sue, you did an amazing job. This is, I mean, down to the wire, at this point. So it's like, I don't know.
I mean, it's your song, so ultimately, it's like who do you think did a better job of getting the song?
I mean, I was walking around the room, and it was like I was saying, there were certain parts and aspects that were better in each. I just think overall, with a little bit less emphasis on the mid-high frequencies in the whole mix, there was just a little bit more clarity, in my opinion.
For Andre?
Yeah, on Andre's mix.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Sue's snare. Yeah. The sound of the snare, I feel like Andre's hit harder, though, even though it wasn't as much of the sample of my choice. Right. Yeah. I don't know. It's such a tough call, but I guess just like I was saying, down to the wire, I'm gonna end up going with Andre's.
Okay. Sue, yeah, amazing job. I thought you gave a very nice balance of everything.
Yeah.
But I see where Zachy and Greg are coming from, where like the genre of the song and what mixes of this genre typically deliver and sound like. Andre pretty much nailed it. So, yeah, definitely amazing job, Sue. So, thank you very much for your entry. Okay, guys, we are down to the final 3. We are down to the final 3.
What was I saying?
So the final 3 are Marks, Andre, and Heath.
All right. Heath, dude. Heath's got my vote overall.
We voted out Bartos. Yes. Okay. So yeah, we're down to the final 3. Okay.
Here we go.
Let's listen between Andre and Heath's. You know what? I'm just gonna do. Should I play all 3? Team vote. Should I play all 3? Like flip between all 3?
Yeah, you might as well.
Okay. All right, guys.
Who's first?
Well, I'm gonna flip between Mark, Andre, and then Heath.
Okay.
So in that order, I'll just go from Mark, Andre, Heath. So anytime you hear a change, that's gonna be what you're hearing. So 3-way dance for the finals, guys. I'm going to start with Mark, then Andre, then Heath. And we'll come to a decision. Here we go, guys.
take that out.
Holy shite.
Oh man, guys, you killed it.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's so cool. It's so cool to have the opportunity to
Wow.
do this with you guys, and thank you again for all the submissions, and
A lot of talent
it's
here.
amazing.
Anybody would be lucky to work with any one of you guys. I'm gonna go first because you're gonna have more technical.
Wolf Throne Studio, I just joined. Did you play my mix set? Wolf, buddy, you didn't even make the finals. We only picked the 10 best that we thought. Like we got a lot of mixes submitted. So unfortunately we just took a week to listen to everything, and we picked our 10 best. So that's the only thing that
we did listen to yours. That's
we did
for
listen
sure.
to it. It's just
It didn't make the top 10.
it didn't. We listened to every entry. We only did the top 10.
And we appreciate your entry too. Trust me, we do. All right. I mean, dude.
I think what we should do.
Yeah.
We should eliminate third place.
Okay. For me,
third place.
Mark is eliminated in third place for me. I know you probably have a different opinion. Andre's, I liked it a lot. I think they're very close. As Andre to me had more. I liked the drums better overall, and it's so close. I just think it sounded better overall, a little bit better. And
so you pick Mark for third place.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Zachy, your thoughts?
Okay. Listening to Felipe's and Mark's, I felt like Mark's had a lot of high end openness. Mark and Felipe's had a lot less. It almost gave it the illusion that on Felipe's the low end needed to be almost like tamed a little bit. It was weird listening to them back to back like that. But then we heard Heath's, and it was almost like the right blend of the two.
Right.
In a way. The thing with Mark's, I think, was a lot of the highs were almost. It was almost like, again, like they were like hitting the limiter too hard and like getting a little too much saturation. Whereas Heath sounded like it was a little cleaner. I think just having a little bit of that cleanliness like polished it a little bit, a little more clarity. Although Felipe's almost, still has this degree of separation, but then when you compare it to Heath's, it almost like on certain parts sounded a little muffled. So like, it was really, really tough. But if I had to eliminate one of the three, maybe it would be Mark, in my opinion.
Okay. So that's 2 votes, so my vote doesn't count.
But it counts. I mean, just say what your vote is. Just so
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But of the 3, what I would choose to eliminate, and I would pick Andre's to put in third place for me.
Wow.
As much as I know you guys being drummers yourselves, I think you guys appreciate the clarity and the punchiness of the drums in Andre. I just think it's too much. I think Mark just had a nice overall tonal balance.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mark's had a better tonal balance. And for my ears and the way because Mark was one of the notes I had about Mark's was he was one of the first mixes I listened to on because whenever you guys submitted a mix, I just played it to make sure that it's actually playable, right?
Yeah.
When I played Mark's mix on my laptop speakers, I'm like, oh, holy shit, this sounds good. Because Mark was one of the first people that submitted. So like,
there's an aspect, there's an aspect with the saturation that I'm talking about where it does translate nice to like thinner speakers, laptop speakers, and so on. So
Mark's translated to laptop speakers and smaller speakers
totally
better than Andre's.
Okay, I could totally see that being.
So that's why I say overall, because most people listen on their phones and speakers. So for that reason, I think Mark takes the edge over Andre.
Okay,
that's understandable.
For who's in second or third place or whatever, who's being eliminated right now, I would vote Andre. But you guys both voted for Mark. So
did you vote Mark also?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Okay.
So for that, we got to go. This is a democracy, not a dictatorship. So Mark.
What are you talking about?
Mark, you get third place. Thank you very much for your contribution to the mix contest. And guys, we got to listen to this one more time because this is the final. And this is tough. Heath, Messias, and Andre in the finals, man. Like the final 2. We're going to listen to this song one more time. I'm going to A and B everything.
Yeah.
And then we're going to ultimately pick a winner. So let's get to it. I'm going to start on the screen here. You're going to see Andre's mix and then Heath, and I'll A and B between them. So here we go. Oh boy,
This is crazy.
Crazy. I mean,
this shit is
we
crazy.
distilled it down to the best of the best for sure.
Yeah, this was definitely the right move to just pick like the best of the best.
Oh, you start, Chris.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious where my vote goes to who wins this, because I voted for Andre to get third place. So like,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
Heath definitely of the two of these, Heath wins it like in a landslide like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, when you hear the crunchiness of the guitars, it sounds like Andre put more of a low pass on the guitar to not let that air and although the drums are
more clear.
Andre's drums are definitely like more separated from the rest of it.
Yeah.
I hear way more
Attitude,
I hear way more of the instrument in Heath's mix. I think Heath checked every single box, and I think he like head over heels between the two of these. I think it was much closer between Heath and Mark.
Okay. Yeah.
But still, if Mark was voted to be in the final two, I would still pick Heath.
Okay.
Yeah. So Heath for my vote wins it.
Explanation of it.
With an exclamation point on it.
I'll give you the shorter one of the two pros here, audio pros. Andre, fantastic job. A little bit more lower sounding on all fronts. I think that he sounded massive, a little bit more massive, and that massiveness is a generality on what I'm saying, but it really encapsulated everything that I want song to sound like.
You said that when after the first chorus, when it was breaking down with the synths and the piano part.
Yeah,
that's when you said, and that's when it hit it for me.
So that part, it just confirmed my suspicion.
I like that. My favorite part of the song is what ultimately decided this.
Well, it's nice because it gives it a nice little break from everything else, and then you really hear things kick in, right? So it like gives it a nice reference point. And I think Heath definitely checked all those boxes. Andre, you did a fantastic job too. Everybody did fantastic.
Andre did excellent.
Heath, you gave me goosebumps all over my body, not just on my neck.
That's two. So like, will it be 3 for 3? I mean, Heath won. So like, let's.
I guess at the end
will
of the
it be
day,
unanimous?
I'm. Damn, you guys did such a great job, and it wasn't just the two of you guys that did such a great job.
Everybody.
Like, there was a lot of really, really good submissions this time around, and the
averageness of the quality of the submissions.
Everyone
leveled their game up. We got less entries than we did on the last one.
Yeah.
But the ones that we got were on average
there was more
better.
that are higher quality, even though there were less submissions. Yeah.
Even though there was one that specifically didn't have any guitar in it, it seemed like at all.
Yeah, there were like one or two that there were one or two
right. There's
not so solid entries, but like overall average.
So between these two, Felipe's mix had exceptional clarity. It's like we were saying, it's like some of the air was almost taken out of the guitars to bring more presence for the drums. Although there was something going on with the drums that provided clarity between the cymbals and the guitar tone, which I feel like there was more separation in Felipe's mix between the cymbals and the guitar tone. It provided it brought forth the message really nicely, but I feel like the overall attitude of Heath's mix might have been it for me. Just a snare sample itself, the amount of crack to it, having the right amount of highs, it still had the low end, just not too much. It just seemed like a good balance. If my only thing, I had taken some notes earlier on some of the mixes, a bunch of the mixes.
All right, so
I was gonna say
unanimous. This didn't come down to a nail biter from the last one with Johnny Guitar, where Zachy was like the ultimate decider. So like, this is a unanimous decision.
Yeah, no. You guys all killed it again. Trying to look here. Okay, my only real note, and I was listening through this. I like the snare sample. Maybe could use a little more reverb, but not even necessary. But maybe a hair too much on the bus compression. And I love bus compression. But I don't know. Maybe we'll get less of those high frequencies between the cymbals and guitars fighting against each other. Possibly.
He's nitpicking.
Yeah, I mean,
this is Zachy nitpicking.
You guys killed it.
Yeah.
Heath, I'm going to have to go with that one.
Unanimous.
So congratulations.
So congrats, Heath. You are the winner of mixing contest number 2. I will be in touch with you via email You know what? You know what? No, fuck you, Heath. You're watching right now. Let me know what store you want the $300 credit for. You want Sweetwater? Do you want Amazon? Like, what do you want? $300 is yours. Yeah, just let me know in the chat right now, and then we'll sign off. So Heath Messias, he wins mixing contest number 2. And while we wait for Heath to type his answer of what store credit he wants, mixing contest number 3, I think should be, let's really break these people with mixing contest number 3. What I'm thinking, Sweetwater's cool. Okay, Heath, I'll be in touch with you via email with Sweetwater credit. I'm thinking I put one of my old college sessions up for 3rd mixing contest, like where it's like bad musicianship, not so solid recording, and see how much they can polish that.
I was gonna say you take one of my songs.
Or like one of our old mixes, like not something that's not completely new. Let's do something that's old where we first started, where like we made every mistake in the book with recording, miking, playing techniques, and all that, and see what they can do with it. That's what I'm thinking for mixing contest 3. That's a fun challenge. But again, thank you guys for everything. You guys really submitted some overall average, very good results.
Seriously.
Yeah, and if you didn't see your name come
I
up,
want to hear the official version one more time, because now I'm like, I feel like I'm not.
He has to go back to the drawing board.
Oh God!
Yeah, you guys are making me double think. Question life right now.
Yeah.
Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me bring Zachy's mix into this, and then we'll compare it with the winner. Oh, this will be funny if people are like, I like Heath's better than Zachy's.
Let them decide.
Oh, that'll be hilarious. All right, Heath, what did you use to mix this? Like, did you run it through any?
Tell us about it.
Like, what did you use to mix this? Did you just use in the box? Did you use any analog gear? Did you like? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna laugh my ass off. He's like, I just used like Logic plugins and my headphones.
That was crazy. The last guy who won did it in box. Man.
Yeah, Johnny Guitar won mixing contest 1 with
all in the box.
All in the box with headphones.
That's unbelievable.
All right, so for the sake of it, let's hear Heath's mix, and then I'll switch it. Between Heath's and Zachy's. Yeah, I mean,
they both are awesome.
Yeah,
Heath did such a good job with this that A and Bing it with Zachy's official mix.
Yeah,
it's damn good, man.
It is damn good. I'll say this though, I guess there's something about using analog gear versus just the inbox or just digital. I like analog, like the more organic sounding better in general, because it really captures the natural feel of everything for me, drumming wise. I like digital too. I think a lot of people prefer it actually, preference though, that's my preference. I like Zach's mix better only because of the fact that we are using, analog gear to really capture those natural tones. And
all right, so I have from Heath.
Yeah.
I in the box compressed snare with a Lin 76. Everything else in the box.
Yeah.
Studio One Pro 7. Purified audio 5420 tape saturator. Totally transformed it.
Nice.
So-
yeah, no, everything. It sounded really good. The whole reason the decision was even made at the end of last year, like we're gonna do the record from scratch, is I'm doing a build out for a studio. I have access to all this amazing equipment that I hand selected out for a specific signal chain, and so the mix you're hearing, at least in the version I had done, I mean, I could probably count on one hand how many plugins are actually on that mix. It was completely analog. And so the difference there, it's not so much like, is it better because it's analog?
It's a preference.
Or so, no. It's not even a preference. It's a matter of like, there's things along the way. Like I use the same signal chain I would digitally, but the characteristic of having 1176 and then a Pultec EQ and then a bus compressor, as opposed to a digital one of each, that difference, it almost multiplies, right? So like in a sense, like I feel like it was so much easier to achieve clarity and kind of have the elements kind of separate themselves because of the way that analog gear gains stages just naturally. And that was something I learned, really getting hands-on and starting to work with this stuff, after several mixes of several albums. And so, in a way I feel like I was given an unfair advantage in that sense, but damn, Heath, amazing job. Like,
that you had?
yeah, like you.
Oh, I also have some Heath notes from Heath when he originally submitted it. So
Okay, yeah, let's hear it.
for this one, I used Waves Curves Resolve, which is like I hope he got that from me because I like Curves Resolve is a multi-band sidechain ducking plugin.
Okay. Yeah.
So like to blend kick and bass.
That may have been what I was referring to when I said a little too much bus
Yeah,
compression.
Waves Curves Resolve to make space for this dense mix, and holy crap, did it make my job easier. I ended up blending the kick sample with some Bogren stuff with trigger well as a snare. DR Excite 2 is also a go-to for saturation in this mix. I had fun and hopefully did this mix some justice. So yes, you did because you fucking won.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys chatter if you want. I'm going to be sending Heath his gift card.
Okay. Well, I mean, everybody that entered, keep going.
Yeah,
man.
phenomenal job.
Keep doing it.
And like, the runners up, those top 10 mixes, all you guys, like seriously.
Killed it.
Yeah, there was elements from every single one that, stood out and really gave us a new perspective on the song, like when you're it's crazy when you have a song with so many notes in it and there's like a specific mindset behind, like I can't even explain the perspective on this. When there's a certain kind of mindset, an approach, a feeling that it's supposed to give as a writer, so like when you go back and hear so many different versions of the song, it's really eye-opening. It almost shifts the perspective to see it from everybody's point of view.
Hand me my wallet that's in the top container, or just hand me the whole bag. Thank you.
Impressive. Yeah. I didn't get as sick of listening to the song at all. At all. I still really like it, and I like it every time I heard somebody else's mix. I'm like, wow, I like this more and more now. And it's like new. It's a new experience from hearing the mixes that you guys submitted. So
Absolutely.
and I was to say, I guess Heath just fucking like, I'm like, oh, I love this song so much now, even more. So fucking thank you guys. I don't know what else to say. That's it. So yeah, I think maybe potentially take a really crappy recording that we did in the past and maybe see if you could polish a turd, and see what you can bring to the table with that. That's definitely a good angle to go from. We can even take one of our, one of my old songs, that we didn't run through all the outboard gear that you have, and let them see what they come up with too.
Okay, Heath, you should get an email from Sweetwater from the Gmail address that you submitted your contest to. $300 sent to you.
Congratulations.
I just sent it. Also, I learned a ton from URM Academy and Nail the Mix. So
Nice.
Here we go.
Nail the Mix. It's a great show, podcast, vlog.
All right, Heath. If you don't see the notification from Sweetwater, just let me know because I have it right here. It says it's sent to you to your Gmail address, ending with the numbers 88. So yeah, you should have it now. Let's see. Hold on. I just want to make sure that it was. Usually within minutes to email. Okay, cool. Let me just check my Gmail real quick and make sure that it confirmed that I sent it. Okay. There you go. Yep, it says it's sent to you. So you should get it. If not, just email me and I'll make sure I correct it. So congrats, Heath.
Thanks,
on
guys.
Mixing contest number 2. We will have a third one, and yeah, we'll go from there, guys. So for Zachy, for Greg behind me, thank you for participating in this. We had a lot of fun listening to this and doing this. So I will be live on Saturday night. I will not be live on Friday. I was planning on being live on Friday, but there is a big tour coming into Artie's, and for label and copyright reasons, I can't. The chick from Fireleaf, what's her name? Flyleaf. Sorry, Lacey. Lacey is doing her solo band at Artie's on Friday, and yeah, no bueno on the streaming. So I will be live Saturday and Sunday as well. So Saturday is the cover band, Sunday is the Real to Real country band again. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.